Maverick.
Truck number 14802. Picking up load number SR022542. Dropping off trailer G10065. I have not been given my pickup trailer.
Alrighty, well we can fix that for you. Come on in. Been here before?
No, ma'am.
Alrighty, what you can do is come on in through the gate, and you're going to want to turn to your right and park along the fence, and you'll see all those big overhead doors there. They lead into the shipping area, and you cruise right into there, and they'll give you a hand.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
This is dispatch.
What's going on, YouTube? Buck Rub here again with another edition of Buck Wild Trucking. Coming to you from the Flying J in, what the hell's the name of this town? I think it's Milton. Look here. Yeah, Milton, Pennsylvania, where I kind of coasted into. I didn't really intend to be here, but my pickup in Geneva, New York, routed me south, and
Too nice to you, sit down.
guy on here talking a little perverted. We'll turn that down. My route south out of Milton, or not Milton, sorry, Geneva, New York, didn't route me near any Flying J's or pilots. I had between half a tank and a quarter of a tank, and thought I would be fine, but for about the last 70 miles I was right on the pin, and so I had to veer off about 10 miles out of my route to get to this Flying J where I could fill up. And now I'm full of fuel and DEF, so I'm in good shape, but I only had like an hour and 40 minutes left of time, and I wanted a shower, so this is where I stayed. The last time I talked to you, I think I was coming out of Fresno, I think, heading back to Wichita Falls. And I got back to Wichita Falls on Sunday, and everybody had told me that from the New Year's holiday that the glass factory there would be closed on Monday, so I fully intended to be sitting until Tuesday. But Sunday night I was offered a load out of Corsicana that was going to take me up to Trenton, New Jersey, and I was able to pick that up on Monday, so I went ahead and jumped at the chance to get that. However, it did mess up with my home time, but no big deal. My fleet manager called me the next day and thanked me for taking the run, and told me if I was aware it was going to mess with my home time, and I told him that's fine, just go ahead and keep me out for another week. So I went to a place called Mercer Glass, real friendly fella there that runs that place. I was due to deliver yesterday morning. Let's see, today's Friday. Yeah, Thursday morning. Oh, I'm sorry, Friday morning to this morning. I was due to deliver this morning. Okay, that's another story in itself. I'll come back to that. And now let's go ahead and tell that part now. I thought it was due there Thursday morning. I don't know where I got that from. I told my wife it was due there Thursday morning. I had a breakdown where I had to stop in Little Rock and have a repair on my trailer and on my truck, which delayed me for several hours. So I get to moving, and I'm on the phone with my wife, and she's telling me there's no way I'm gonna make it. And I'm like, yeah, no problem, I'll make it. They gave me plenty of time, and we started doing the math and the miles, and we figured out I wasn't gonna make it. I've been running on recap hours, and me and my wife both are doing the math, and we're trying to figure out if I can run 8-2 splits, what I can do to be able to make it there on Thursday morning, and it's just not going to happen. So I think it was Tuesday night, I sent my fleet manager a message. I said, hey, I'm 15 hours away. I've only got 9 hours that I'm going to be getting back on my clock the next day. There's no way I'm going to be able to make this Thursday morning. At best, I can make it there by 5 o'clock Thursday night. What do you advise? I'm not sure what to do. And I went to bed. Well, the next morning I get a message from my fleet manager, and he's like, I'm confused. I don't understand what the problem seems to be. He says, you've got this many hours, and you're gonna get this many hours the next day, and it's due there Friday morning. Face palm, and I said, my bad, I looked at it wrong, but it was due there Friday morning, and I ended up getting there Thursday night, about 6 p.m. Well, when I get there, this fella comes out, he's a Polish fella. He had a real heavy Polish accent. I think he runs the place. I thought he was the owner at the time, but I think he just runs the place, and talking to him the next day. But he meets me in the parking lot that night at 6 o'clock, and he says, hey, you want me to let you in the gate? I was parked actually in Mercer Glass's parking lot that was across the street. And I said, no, I'm fine right here where I'm at. And he goes, well, do you want me to leave you keys to the building in case you need to go in, use the restroom, or make you some coffee? I said, no, I've got everything I need in my truck, but thank you very much. And I said, but a cup of coffee tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. would be great. He goes, I will have it for you, my friend. I'm a very friendly fellow. I've been to Jersey 3 times in the truck since I've been driving, and it's the first time that I have met a receiver that didn't greet me with profanity. A very nice fellow. So anyway, I'm telling my friends on Facebook where I'm staying, and I'm looking. It's a very nice neighborhood. There were a couple buildings, but then there were houses behind me and on down the street. It looked like, it was old neighborhood, but it was a very nice neighborhood. And I told my friends where I was staying, and they said, Trenton, New Jersey, that's the most dangerous city in America. You need to get behind that gate. Well, by then it was too late to get behind that gate, and I get to looking on the internet, and sure enough, it's the crime rate in Trenton, New Jersey is very bad. And I was a little nervous there at first, but these 2 older fellas came by walking their dog, and I was talking to them outside and telling them about what my friends on Facebook had said, and they said, oh no. They said, this is a very nice Polish neighborhood. There is no problem here. In town, yes, very bad, but here, it's very good, no problem. And I didn't have any problem. About the time I went to bed, it started snowing, and when I woke up the next morning, we had about 3 inches of snow on the ground. And it was cloudy first thing in the morning, but it ended up clearing up and being very sunny. And sure enough, just right about 6 o'clock, the guy came out and told me how I needed to get into this facility. And what I had to do was go over on this other street, and it's a very tight turn. It wasn't hard. This guy who runs the place knows how to get the trucks in there, and he guided me in. And although I barely made it in, I made it in without any problem. But this was my first offload outside. I thought all offloads happened inside because of the weather, but this one was an outside offload. There's no way to put the truck inside. They're set up to offload the truck outside, and So that's what we did. I got everything untarped, got all the plastic off, got it all unstrapped, and these cats got after it to unload me. I asked him, I said, well, what do you do if it's raining or snowing out here? He said, we wait. So I suppose if the weather would have been bad, I would have sat there all day. I don't know for sure, but I know that the glass can't get wet. It's ruined if it gets wet. One of my buddies I went to glass class with posted on Facebook the other day that he had a load get wet and they rejected the entire load. So I don't know what we do in that case. But this load was fine and they got it all offloaded. And when I was done, I went in service and they offered me another cup of coffee, which I gladly accepted, and I hit the road. And I was fortunate to have another pre-plan that took me to Geneva, New York, which is the first time I've been to New York in a truck. And it was a nice drive. Beautiful, beautiful countryside in New York. It's just something you don't really think of, but upstate New York is gorgeous, and it was a beautiful day. The sun shined all day. It was right about 28 degrees, but it was very nice, and the road conditions were no problem at all. So I went on over to my shipper and picked up the load there out of New York. And this one is taking me down to Richburg, South Carolina, which I guess the weather's pretty nasty down there. I don't know if it's going to be getting worse or better. I guess I need to kind of look at that and see, but I've got all weekend to get there, and I've only got like 500 more miles I need to go. But I'm filled up, and I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to upload this video, and then I'm going to go to bed, and then I'll get up in the morning, and I will hit the road and take a nice leisurely drive down there. This is going to be a good week, good miles this week, real close to 3,000 miles. I think it's going to be right. I'm not sure. It depends on how far I make it tomorrow, but it's going to be a very good week, and then I'll be going home for the weekend. A couple of things that I did learn: wet, snowy tarps are a nightmare to roll up. Pulled it all off, and I dusted most of it before I pulled it off with a broom. But there was still snow up on top, and I got them all pulled down, but they were soaking wet, and it was very cold this morning. I've got to find a better pair of gloves. I've got a pair of gloves that I, carry with me just for doing general stuff around the truck, and then I've got a pair of Kevlar gloves that I have for handling the glass. But man, rolling them tarps, those gloves got wet. My hands got cold. My fingers are actually hurting pretty good. And I actually had to get in the truck and turn on the bunk heater and hold my hands in front of the bunk heater to get them warmed up. So I've got to find a better pair of gloves. Something that, not necessarily waterproof, but maybe something that'll at least keep my hands warm if they get wet. Maybe a wool or something. If you have a suggestion, tell me what I should get. Like I say, the gloves I use now are these, just something I got in the got little rubber grips and a kind of fabric back, and then I've got the Kevlar gloves. But what are you using? What are you using to keep your hands warm? I'd love to hear about that. But yeah, wet tarps are a nightmare to roll up. I don't know what I would have done had there been ice on it. I suppose I could have taken them in the building and let them thaw out, but still, a wet tarp is dirty, it's wet, and it's cold, and it's difficult to roll up. But I did get it done. And but man, I bought some cold weather gear. Me and my wife went to Academy and got this stuff. It's real similar to Carhartt. I think it's Brazos. I got a set of bibs in this jacket. And it kept me warm, although sweat freezes too, and I did feel myself getting cold in spots, but I was all right. It was not a big deal, and I think I'll be warm from now on in the future. What else? Well, I guess that's it for now. I do have a video that I took this morning of them offloading the glass and the way they do it outside. Many people have asked for more footage. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get any footage of them actually loading glass. The facilities that we get the glass from doesn't allow videoing. and I'm not going to sneak that video in. First of all, if they catch me, I'm going to be in trouble, and if my employer catches me, I'm liable to be fired. So that's just something I'm not going to do. Maybe someday I'll have permission to do that. Maybe sometime when I have my wife with me, I will, get the glass loaded inside, pull the truck outside, maybe get some video of us actually securing and tarping the load. But it's not looking like I'm going to get to do that. But it's not really a big deal. One of these days I'll also get a video of me untarping it, and then it's just kind of the opposite of that. So I'll leave you with this video of them unloading that. And until next time, I'm Buck Rub, out.
Pierwsza tu! Okej.